In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute ribbon Christmas tree using all items from the Dollar Tree. For each color of ribbon, I use just a little bit less than a whole spool of the glitter Dollar Tree Christmas ribbon. So hang tight and I'll show you how to make it. So this is another craft that I remember from my childhood. I remember making these with my grandma, but we used really big styrofoam cones and it took a ton of ribbon. So I'm going to use stuff from the Dollar Tree. This one is smaller. This is the label that came off of it. It's 6.9 inches. And I don't know how much ribbon it's going to take to cover one of these small cones. But once I get it all covered with ribbon, of course, I'll come back and I'll tell y'all how much I used. But I have the small cone. I have 3 rolls of ribbon. This white sparkly and gold sparkly came from Dollar Tree. The red came from Dollar General. But of course now Dollar Tree has a lot of Christmas stuff out and you should be able to find red sparkly ribbon at Dollar Tree. No problem. Oh, get over there. This is an ornament from the Dollar Tree. I just removed the bell from the bottom and I used my wire cutters and I also cut the little metal holder off the top. We're going to use this to go on top of our tree. You need some scissors and the wire cutters, of course, if you use this ornament with the wire cutters to cut the loop off the top. Something to measure your ribbon with. And you're going to need a low temp glue gun. The high temp glue gun will melt this Dollar Tree styrofoam. I promise you it will, so don't use it. But to get started, first off, I'm going to take some of this gold ribbon and I'm going to glue. And you know what? Right when I get started, of course, I would need more glue. So I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to run one strip of it just right around the bottom. If any glue is oozing out like it is right here, just scrape it away. There you go. Okay, this does not have to be perfect because it's going to be mostly covered with the other ribbon. But this just helps to kind of cover up a little bit because this very first row that we stick on, it's probably going to have a few little gaps in it. And I'm just putting this ribbon here to kind of just cover up the majority of the styrofoam on the bottom. Okay. I'm going to trim this and set that off to the side just for a second to let that glue harden up. Now what you want to do with your little pieces of ribbon here is I'm going to take just a little dot of the glue and put it right there. And just fold it up like this. Be careful so you don't burn yourself. And just press the ends together like that. I'll do just a couple here while that glue's hardening up on our tree. Just fold it. You can use straight pins if you want to. Now I believe that's what my grandma used to use because I remember these big pins, almost like hat pins, and they were really decorative and they had like pearls on the end. You can use pins to stick them into the styrofoam. And actually the pearls on the end of the pins look like little ornaments everywhere. But I'm not going to do that because as you can see, this cone is really small and those pins would just stick straight through it. And I'm not going to take the time to trim down pins today. But I'm going to start right here where our ribbon ended. And you just kind of hold your ribbon here and you want this bottom part, the little folded part of our ribbon, to be right even with the bottom of the cone. So if you want, just for these first few pieces, you can set the cone on the table, just adjust the ribbon to where, see how that's kind of even? Just for this first one here. And I'm going to get my glue gun here, and just put a dot of glue, right like that. Now you can use this piece to kind of like eyeball the rest of them so that the rest of them are straight as well. And then just start alternating your ribbon. Really simple. Really simple, which is probably why she let me help her because they were so easy. And I've got some green ribbon, the green sparkly ribbon over here as well. And I didn't want to use that on this one because the next one I do, I think I want it to be green, gold, and white. So I just want to stick to the red, gold, and white. All right, there's the first few. And as you can see at the very top, I kind of overlapped them just a tiny little bit to try to bring the bottom as close together as possible. And now all I'm going to do is just go all the way around the base of the cone here with more ribbon. And then once I get all the way back around, I'm just going to put another layer on top, just like that. And just keep gluing them around and around and around until we get to the very top of the tree. And it should look something like that. And then when I get all this done, I'll show you how to cover up that top part so it's not so raggedy and unfinished looking. So I'm going to work on this and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, and this is what it looks like after I've got all of the ribbons on. As you can see in the back, some of it's kind of jumbled up because, you know, as you go around and alternate your colors, it may not match up perfectly in the back, but that's okay because put that part against the wall, nobody's going to see it anyway. But anyway, this is what I've got. And now for the top here, I've taken a piece of ribbon and I cut it, I just kind of narrowed it down, cut it long ways. And I'm going to find what I want to be the back. And I believe this is it. And I'm just going to put a blob of glue right there. I'm going to stick this ribbon down. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top, which is going to be hard because it's a cone shape and it's an angle. And the ribbon isn't going to lay down perfectly flat. But if you can get enough glue on there, it'll help it along. I'm just going to wrap it a little bit. Whoopsie, I'll knock my glue gun down. Just wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around until I get back over here. Just put another blob of glue on there, and I'm going to have to hold this for a few seconds so that it can set up. Whoopsie. There we go. And then I will trim the ends off and try to make it as even as possible. And then what I'm going to do with the star is I'm going to take this part here and of course cram it down, whoopsie, in the top of the cone, and I'm going to put like a little dab of glue in there just to help to hold it in. So I'm going to, I've got glue all over me. It's everywhere. Okay, there's the back, and we'll turn it the way I want it. Let's see if there's a better looking side. Not really. I might want to take my wire cutters here and just kind of, let's bend that down a little bit to make it a little bit longer. That'll work. I'm just going to press it down in there. There's a gnat in here driving me crazy. Okay, then pull that back out. I think I want to make that just a little bit bigger. There we go. Just going to put a little bit of glue down in there. And then kind of cram my star down in the top. And there we go. There is our finished tree. Cute, right? Pretty fast and easy. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. I didn't tell you how much ribbon I used. I apologize. I did not even use a whole spool of ribbon. On the white, as you can see, I still had all of this left over. So I would say about 3/4 of a roll of each color. And like I said, that was for the small ones. You'll need a lot more for the larger ones, of course. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you would, please give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.